Alright, now finally about sleeping. So we talked about spare clothing before. It's good to have an extra set of spare clothing just for sleeping. What I have here are warm socks, definitely wool socks, and they need to be dry, so you can't use those during the day. They need to be packed separate. Warm underwear, top part, bottom part. Those are made of wool, regardless of material, they are gonna help you. A hat. This one also covers your neck, but just a hat is plenty enough. And a waterproof bag to pack it all in, so you don't mix it up with the rest of spare clothes. Okay, when sleeping, people often think the sleeping bag is the most important. We would say that the sleeping mat is much more important. Here's an example of a mat that's a bit too thin. I will put my phone as an example, so if it's as thin as your phone, it's probably too thin. You can use 2 of those, it's gonna help. If you have a self-inflating mat, it's gonna inflate to be much thicker than this one, so prefer this one. Now finally, the sleeping bag. You need to have a winter sleeping bag, or at least a 3-season colder side sleeping bag. So if it's nice and thick, it's probably gonna be warm enough. If it looks anything thinner than this, you will probably freeze. You can put 2 of those together, which will help you during the night. When packed, it should look something like this. If it looks twice as small as this, regardless of what the advertising says, you will probably be cold.